Alright, I have returned. Don't know how exciting this ride's gonna be. Found a couple thorns in both my tires. Didn't do a good enough look last night, I guess, when I was switching tubes switching out the rear tube. I looked, but no go. And I also discovered the front one has one, and I decided to leave it just because it looks a little caked in. Got the two in the back out, but I think having a little protection strip helped because no noises, and it lasted overnight. And it's a few sizes smaller than the tire, so that could be part of it too. But I missed them when I looked yesterday, and since I had the strip in, I didn't feel it around because I didn't want to take it out because I was lazy and it was hot. So this might not be the longest of rides. We'll see. Was happy that they came out without a problem though thus far. Of the rear, gotta situate my backpack and one of the rear straps on the GoPro. Something feels out of whack, but hold on, strap came loose. There's like nothing in the backpack right there, so I don't know what, unless it's the bladder, since I have my camo bag on again, my camo pack, camo back. Otherwise it should be hunky-dory. Apparently I need to get a new rear tire. I discovered before I left the driveway. Be back in a few minutes. BRB. So when I went to replace tubes yesterday, I lucked out because I was a few blocks away from my house, so that was nice. It looked like I got a pinch flat. There was a hole, little puncture right under the valve. But then I took the tube out before I put the new one in to check out to make sure there wasn't anything in the tire or the wheel. And there's this little piece of like aluminum, some type of thin metal. Not sure how it got in there. Quite random. Maybe, who knows, may have been related. Because it was like to the side of the valve. But it was odd. Forgot to press it on my fingers to see if it was sharp enough to be a problem. One little way of confusion. You know. My bad. Alright, so it's not fully finished. I was hoping they added a sidewalk on the other side, but wasn't expecting it. My least favorite overpass in town. Sketchy over there. Mostly because of this intersection, but also the one I just went through behind me. Too much bushes. I prefer crossing here or another. I haven't been here in a while. Here and before and after. This is that intersection. Hate it. So sketchy. Wasn't that bad today, but I did cut off a bunch of people on accident because the light kept turning green as I passed them. So bad timing. Not really their fault, not really my fault. Wish I wasn't broke. Get some in and outs for lunch. I kind of just soaked it in by laying in bed, doing a little work. It's been like 75 to 80 or so the last 2 days at like 6 to 9 in the morning or a little after. It's usually not bad, but that early, for whatever reason, it feels slightly hotter to me than it actually is, you know? Not sure why it went this way. I need to get some water, but I don't know where the nearest water fountain is to here. Everything's uphill this way. That way or that way, or that way or that way. And I'll go through the path. Might be easier. I go a little slower too if I feel like it. Ever gone this way, or if it's been a while. Usually I go the other way. Maybe I have gone this way, it's been a while. Oh yeah, I have. I usually come that way. That's why it threw me off. Going the reverse way. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have gone this way. There's even more hills. I used to go this way when I worked over here. When I worked in the parking lot, or the shopping center, where In-N-Out is, before In-N-Out was built. I don't want to go that way. Since it's a circle, I know there's a big hill that way. I'm gonna go back down here to the left. Hold on straight. Either way is a hill. After going all the way to the dead end. Or the T crossing, it's uphill either side. Which isn't bad, but I've only had a can of peach flavored sparkling water since I've been awake, so you know, not very helpful with the lack of water. Even though it's not as hot, it's still pretty warm for the hour, just slightly cooler. Do like this street though. Nice paved one. I think there might be a hill to get out of here, but that's alright, it might not be as bad. Can't recall. Been a few years since I went this way. At least a year-ish. 6 months, a year plus. Sounds like a silly noise, clicky, flappy noise. Light's coming from my front wheel, but that's uphill. Is that a dead end? No, it's not. Okay. Guess it'll look way. Not as. Sure. Might never go into more hills though. So might be useless. Alright. I might just give up and have to walk. If this is the she I think it is. No, okay. Not the she I thought it was, but close enough. Actually, the she I thought it was. In my head, I just didn't have the right name. Oh, it's Craig, just mixed up the name. Oh well. I just go to the skate park and get some water there. Then take the back way back then. So I'll be RB at the top. My pants got broken. And I was exhausted. Next couple I have one of my front pockets, so that's that. It's just this gearing is much easier, as well as it's big enough that it's not in an 18 around. It's here. That's all. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Scoot around if I get some water, maybe. I've been here, I don't think, inside since 2011. I would have done it on this side. Less steep. But that wasn't fun. I'm sure how important. Well, I found it on Monday. It randomly came up when I was doing directions to somewhere in Benicia, and it was this walking path to the state park as you go through to get in and out of Benicia from Vallejo. It's kind of cool, nice scenery. Kind of wish I would have at least got some picture or video of it, but I can do it again. It just randomly in the middle of the park, and you go to the side right before it dead ends, has some trails, and you go all the way up, and then you see the bridge, and then you can keep going or take a sharp right, which is where I went, and it leads you to an entrance where some houses are. It doesn't really save time because it's all uphill coming back. Might be alright going from my house since it's all downhill, but all uphill in the dirt, as well as once back into neighborhoods. But it was nice view of the water and the bridge and everything between Vallejo and Crockett, so that was cool. I thought it was a little further down, but I forgot about the area, or there might be two ways. Thinking it was at the dead end where the bathrooms are. Come back. It's like a mile or two one way, or half a mile, I don't know. Pretty long. Trying to think the nearest clock from here besides the one by my house. I guess the ferry building is where we shall go. Be back in a bit. Which is the side I was on, and pretty much everyone chose to turn left to go on the freeway, or if they didn't, since there was not that much room because of all the cones and the trucks, they were kind of stuck until a few cars went onto the freeway, so I had to overpass to myself, so that was nice while it lasted. And then no problem with the stoplight either. Sometimes it'll go red as I'm going through on either side, and that's another reason I don't like it, because it can be super short, but I caught it at the right time, or they changed it and it's a little longer, so that was nice. Still gotta see what time it is though. Just want a little update. BRB again. 10 miles round trip to the shopping center where I went down the road that I was confused about at first, that led to all the hills. See what happens. I actually got my wallet on me. BRB. I forgot after I went up the overpass which backpack I had on. I thought I was gonna hit a pole, but since I'm using my smaller one, I got all cautious for no reason. Couldn't be cautious, but probably looked funny since it wasn't wide enough like my other one. May not even have a problem with that one. Never know though. So there wasn't much room between the pole and what else was there. It's been a while since I lurked across a bank. Armor car pickup. See them more in movies and TV shows than in person. Well, I need to see him parked somewhere without it getting picked up. Let's see what time it is. Weird route again. Second time. Shut it. Her phase of not liking when I'm walking up to the house or around the house. They've had her since 2018. So you think she'd get it about 4 years. Get loud, the days, the times. Go to a restaurant that has a patio that's dog friendly. She likes me there, and whenever we go visit my sister at her house, she likes me there too. So it's just so weird. Even the other day she was in the backyard, last week or the week before, and I was about to shut the door, and then I happened to see her, and she heard me, so she ran up to the door, and she acts normal, even in the backyard. Sometimes in the front yard too. Just once we're inside the house. It's so weird, strange. At least she'll listen outside the house, so that's good. It's just weird that she doesn't inside. Kind of the opposite for most dogs. Most dogs don't listen when they're outside because all the distractions with the sights and smells. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut it here. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, leave an idea. Let me know. Help a guy out. Thanks for watching. Catch me in the next one if you can. Bye.